Good morning, good morning, guys. Dr. Wendy Dearborn here. And you are here with me on this webinar for Pull Up Your Big Girl Panties. What, why, who, where, and when. Okay, ladies, well, this is a really short webinar. It's 30 minutes. And what this webinar is all about is telling you, giving you the information about what Pull Up Your Big Girl Panties is. The what, the why, the who, the where, the when, the how, the whole skinny, the whole 9 yards. And it's about giving you the information so that you will be able to assist and support yourself in making changes in your life. Okay, as your facilitator, I'm going to go through the PowerPoint that I have. So if you're listening on the phone, I'll just go through what I've got here. As the facilitator, my name's Dr. Wendy Dearborn. I'm an author, an educator, a coach. I'm the founder and president of Adassa James Institute, Inc., and I'm also the host and executive producer of My Life, My Choice radio show. The question, the burning question, or the question that I answer is this: how do I get what I want out of life? And that is so important. That's so important to all of us. How do I get what I want out of life? Instead of life appearing to get what it wants out of me. Very, very important question. And that's something that Pull Up Your Big Girl Panties is going to assist and support you. Okay, within the paradigm of this webinar, keys to e-learning success. Stay present, i.e. ladies, stay focused. Shut everything out for the next 30 minutes. It's just 30 minutes. So shut everything out for the next 30 minutes. Write things down that resonate with you, or your telephone or notes. Jot down any questions that you have. Any questions that you have, you jot them down. And follow up with me at Dr. Wendy at pullupyourbiggirlpanties.com. Or for those of you who feel more comfortable telephoning, feel free to call me on area code 702-425-8589. Again, area code 702-425-8589. And you know, the keys to e-learning success, they really do actually help you. So honestly, guys, try to stay present. Shut everything out for the next 30 minutes or for the next 7 minutes, and write down things that resonate with you. And if you have questions, go ahead and jot them down. Follow up with yours truly, me. So this morning, what we are going to explore, what we will be exploring, is simply this: pull up your big girl panties, and the fact that it is a woman's coaching platform. I'm going to talk about what that means. We're going to be talking about choice. We're going to be talking about personal empowerment, and we're going to be talking about action and how all these things are vitally important to you and what they mean to this coaching women's platform. Pull up your big girl panties. So what, why, when, who, and where? What is Pull Up Your Big Girl Panties? Well, Pull Up Your Big Girl Panties, as I've just said, is a coaching platform for women. I decided not to use the word forum because it's more than that. The coaching platform for women is literally a platform. It's the precipice from which women can jump and soar. They can fly. You can do whatever you want from this platform. Pull Up Your Big Girl Panties is a platform for women that teaches you how to coach. It teaches you to empower yourself. And that's one of the things that's one of the things that has inspired me to do what I'm doing, is because I feel personally, I feel emotionally, I feel spiritually that women need to be able to empower themselves. And this is what this platform is about. It's about empowering you and giving you the tools to self-coach. It's easy to go to somebody else and bounce your ideas around. And sometimes that actually works, and it works well. But what happens when you're not able to do that for yourself? You know, what happens when you're not able to get an appointment? What happens when the person who you bounce your ideas across or off of isn't available? What happens to you then? You see, for those of you who are getting to know me, and definitely those of you who know me, you know that I'm all about life is an inside job. So anyway, how did pull up your big girl panties? How did this come about? Well, about 18 months ago, I was on Facebook, and an image of an elderly lady holding up a pair of panties, and honest to God, they were about the size of North America. And she was holding up these panties, and a caption came across, "Pull on your big girl panties." And this came across my feed. And I laughed really, really hard. And as I say here on the slide, the slide that I'm sharing, I laughed really, really hard. And I thought to myself, boy, did I need to hear that today. I really needed to hear that today. And what I read into that was, Wendy, stop your bitching, moaning, complaining, procrastinating, excusing, avoiding, blaming, and you name it. You get my drift. You get where I'm going with this. Just own it. Just do it. Just own it. And then do it or don't do it. It's your choice. Do something. Either you're going to do it or you're not do something. And that day, a seed was planted in my mind. And that seed that was planted came or developed this concept. And this concept for pull up your big girl panties, it grew from this. And a few days later, I looked up the domain name for pull on your big girl panties, which of course was gone. So I went back and forth with myself. Okay, what am I going to call it? You know, da 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 da. And I decided that this platform for women, I was going to call it Pull Up Your Big Girl Panties.com. And so here we are today. Here we are today. Now, before I move any further, one of the things that I want to address, and as the heading of this slide says, let's get the white elephant out of the way. This group is not a networking group. Now, should you actually be able to meet people who you have things in common with, and you can strike up a relationship, and it can turn into something that will either be friend or professional, that's fine. But this is not the purpose of this group. The purpose of this group is wholly and solely you. It's focusing on the essence of you. This is not a philanthropic group, i.e., we are not going out to make change in the world. We are going inward to make change within self. This is not a multi-level marketing group. This is not a sales group. We're not selling anything here. What we are doing is we are buying into self. This is not a social gathering group per se. You know, like WIC, Women in Business, blah, 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 blah. It's not or meetup. It's not a social gathering group. This is about doing the work. doing the work that is needed so that you can create the life that you want to live. It's about doing the work that is needed so that you can um, have the finances and the riches and the health and the power or whatever it is that you are looking for so that you can have this. This is what this is about. It's about you. So again, it's really, really important to note that it is not a it's not a networking group. It's not a networking group. And again, I say this and I say this with love. We needed to get this white elephant out the way. It's really important. Okay. So with that being said, the next slide I have up here is don't get your panties twisted. Okay, don't get your panties twisted. And this is in line. This is staying in line with what we are about, what Pull Up Your Big Girl Panties is about. We have no room, absolutely no room for negative energy, backbiting, bitching, moaning, complaining, crying, whining, anger, blaming, accusing, defeatism, destructive criticism, emotional dumping, and of course the big old Ben and Jerry's or whatever ice cream it is, Stone Cold or whatever it is, parties. No pity parties. No pity parties. We are a group that is honing our innate skills. We are honing innate skills. We come here with skills. And we're going to be learning new ones so that we can truly manifest the dreams that we say that we want, so that we can manifest them. And we really, really can manifest them. So those are the things that we needed to get out of the way. So that being said, who are we? Who are we? Pull up your big girl panties. Who are we? We are women who are passionate. We are women who are serious. We are women who are creating and manifesting what it is that we want. We are women who are taking control of our lives, and we're taking control of our lives from an internal perspective and not an external perspective. That's actually really important, that everybody knows it's not an external perspective. Your life is an inside job. So what is Pull Up Your Big Girl Panties? Safe and supportive haven for women to thrive and grow. It's a safe place for women who are serious about making positive and permanent changes in their life. It's an interactive life coaching platform. And again, ladies, I explained about that a little while ago. A life coaching platform that is sensitive to the needs of women. It's sensitive to the needs of women. And this is a coaching platform, because you can be learning to coach yourself, is available to you 24/7, offline and online. Pull Up Your Big Girl Panties. What is it? It's about fostering empowerment through conscious awareness of your choice. It's about women communicating with self and finding self-clarity. The women's coaching platform is simple. Our goal, which is your goal, focuses only on what it is that you want. It focuses on where you are now and how you intend to get to your future. It's about your destiny. One of the things that you will hear me say, and if you know me, you've heard me say it repeatedly, history, unless it supports you in a positive way, is exactly that. And If your history isn't supporting you in getting to your destiny, then it's of no interest to you. To create a safe haven for you to thrive is the only way for you to look forward. And I say look forward and move forward. And this is what we do here. This pull up your big girl panties is for women who are serious. Do you want to make change? And while I'm BSing here, or while I'm doing what I'm doing, know that this platform isn't for the faint of heart. Because there are things that are going to come to the surface that you're going to need to deal with, and you're going to have to make choices about. There are things in your life that have brought you pain that you're going to need to look at. You're going to need to look at so you can make a choice for you. This is an interactive platform that is online and offline. Just because we aren't gathered together online doesn't mean that your work doesn't continue. Our coaching platform is actually going to be very heavily driven by videos. And I love videos, so it's lots of videos. Live recordings, recordings, archived recordings. Pull Up Your Big Girl Panties is going to show you how to coach you. It's going to show you how to take the first steps to creating what you want in life. And the name of the game is, I have truly discovered that you can have what you want in life. So if this sounds good to you, ladies, recognize that it is good. It's amazing. Is it easy? Relatively, but you've got to do the work. And that work actually begins with a series of instructional videos. And for the most part, all of these are free. Let me just say this. This will eventually turn into a membership website. But for now, most of the stuff is free. It starts with a series anyway of instructional videos where you explore your own innate power. And that's where we're going. So, because many people do have this thing where they believe seeing is believing. They do have this thing where seeing is believing. And I can respect that. So what's the focus of this group? Well, that's a great question. We actually focus on all areas of your life. Health, wealth, mind, body, spirit, wealth, living and enrichment, finances, creating the money that you want, and that's usually a biggie for everybody. Love, realization, relationships, career, and creating your ideal, your ideal business, career, and of course, expression. The kind of legacy or carbon footprint that you'll be leaving behind when you make your transition. And so what does all this mean to you, if anything? And hopefully it does. What this means is transforming and empowering you with spiritually based, tried and tested tools that enhance your choice-making skills, your communication skills, creativity, and clarity. It also supports you in, when you make your choice, being able to stay motivated and not become distracted. We have so many distractions. It also means that you are going to be able to create new boundaries through which you can work. You're also going to be able to work through things, and these are just coaching terms, limiting belief systems that you have created for yourself that create in your life blocks. You're going to learn how to create a systematic plan of action so that you can move forward. You're going to learn how to use the universal energies that are out there. The law of love, the law of forgiveness, the law of manifestation, and all the things that are in place, that the universe has put in place for us. You're going to learn different meditation techniques things that give you these little boosts of power, how to use your words, word power, and all the spiritual tools that you can pack in that are designed to actually help you to succeed. All of them, because they are designed to help you to succeed, most assuredly. Personal transparency, because that's a slide that I have up here. You see, you don't have to be transparent with me or anybody else. Not at all. Personal transparency, I have it here because it's imperative that you be authentic with you. See, transparency, self-transparency, personal transparency isn't about other people knowing you or even what you show them. What people think of you, that's their thoughts, and it's based on their personal experience, life experience, etc. Personal transparency in the pull up your big girl paradigm is all about you revealing yourself to you in your moments of truth. And this is something that's huge. That's something that we're really going to be working on quite extensively. Because if you aren't transparent with self, if you're not transparent with self, if you are not authentic with self, and you don't have and don't recognize your moment of truth as something that you can actually use as a precipice, then you're going to be you will not be able to create what it is that you want in life. Pull up your big girl panties is a supportive environment. It assists you in, I just said before, your innate power to create. It also assists you in getting to where you want to go. It assists you in nurturing any idea that you have. And it will create within you, and within the group, a sounding board for what's going on inside your head. It's a safe place for your self-expression, and most people don't truly express themselves. It will assist you in staying focused. It will assist you in expanding your conscious thought process. And at a very fundamental stage, everything begins with your thought. So what are the possibilities with pull up your big girl panties? It's endless. We are making the things we want happen in our lives. But in order to do that, ladies, the time is now. You need to pull up your big girl panties. Stop all this BS. Flip the BS and utilize the stuff that's happened in your life that brings nothing to it except abject misery, or it prevents you from moving forward. Use that, ladies, to create what it is that you want. Flip the script. And if you can't, let it go. Walk away from it. Walk away from it. It's paramount. In a nutshell, this is a coaching platform for women who are serious. Who are serious about, as I just alluded to, putting an end to bullshit. It's about taking the bull by the horns and not by the tail. It's about doing what needs to be done. And it's about doing what needs to be done in the best interest of you. We're not talking about anybody else. In the best interest of you. And once you get into that paradigm, let me tell you something, ladies. You will be looking good. You will be looking good. So what's next? Where do we go from here? Ladies, take a nice, deep breath. I've thrown a lot at you. A nice, deep breath. So stop and take a deep breath. Pull up your big girl panties. We have the first workshop. It begins with looking at and creating the very basics of an intrinsic and inside job, internal dialogue with self. And the first thing that we're going to be doing and this kicks off on the 14th of February, the first thing that we're going to do is watch a short video. And then, ladies, you get to do your work. You get to choose. You're going to practice an empowerment, or we'll be practicing empowerment exercises and then reporting back. Now, these exercises, as I said a little while before, people have this thing about seeing is believing. And thinking about that, I decided that I'm going to work that into the fabric of the pull up your big girl panties paradigm. Because this is how great. And instead of me trying to buck that system, I'm going to use it to assist and support us. So one of the first things that kicks off on the 14th is how to utilize your energy. There is a question that I do want you to ask yourself, and for all the coaches who are out there listening who have done my program, you know that the question that I'm wanting you to ask yourself is this: what am I wanting from the choices I'm making in my life? This is really important. What are you wanting? So it's what am I wanting for the choices that I am making in my life? So before I talk about the video and the tutorial, there are a couple of other things that I just want to hit on. Within our group, each day of the week, we're going to have, and to join the group on Facebook, because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on Facebook. We're going to be using Udemy, and and you get all this information. We're going to be using Udemy, and we're going to be using Vimeo. Those are the paradigms, those are the vehicles that I'm going to use. Because as I said, this is going to be very heavily video driven. There's also going to be podcasts, and those will be on the website. There will be live Google Hangouts. And those would be videos, live Google video hangouts, and those sort of things. Take for instance, Mondays is going to be let it go and move forward. Tuesdays is going to be, and this is for the group, invest in you. Wednesdays is going to be what am I wanting? Thursday is going to be finding clarity. Friday is going to be about putting it together and let's make it happen. And Saturday is going to be about reviewing. And Sunday is going to be about doing something inspiring to you, not inspired of, listening to, but inspiring of you. Something inspiring. And so sort of like throughout the entire week on the group page, you're going to be getting these hits. You get these hits of, okay, let it go. Let it go. What does it look like to let it go and move forward? Really, 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 really important. These are some of the things that we're going to be doing. So what is the video tutorial and exercise about? That's a great question. The video tutorial discusses how to consciously use your powers of creation. The exercise is putting into motion for you that you do have power, and that also, as I got here, that there is nothing that you need to do. There's nothing that you need to buy. A lot of this stuff that we're going to do, there's nothing that you need to do. There's nothing that you need to buy. All right. It's only you expending or expounding a little bit of time to put into motion the exercise so you can see how powerful you are. And for me, as I said, I thought about this, ladies, and I know that it has to start there. I could have jumped in, all over the board, but I recognize that many people come from the paradigm that seeing is believing. So we're going to start there. So what do you expect? What to expect from pull up your big girl panties? No BS. Okay, ladies? And again, for people who are looking for something that's more warm and fuzzy, something that's going to, hold your hand and carry you along. This isn't it, ladies. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm very clear this isn't it. This is no bullshit. Ladies, the time is now. What to expect? You can expect to make to come out the end of this with being able to have better choice making skills than you already have. You will know how to find clarity for yourself. You'll also have the experience of working with women of like mind. You will have paramount, better, and new communication skills. And ladies, this is all about you. It starts with you. If you can communicate with self, you can communicate with anybody. What to expect? Empowerment skills. How to empower yourself. Most of us come from a place where we are disenfranchised, deflated, defeated, and disempowered. You will come out of this knowing and seeing that you are able to manifest. You'll be able to plan a project. You'll be able to plan a project and see it through. You'll be developing personal ownership, accountability, and responsibility traits within. That in itself is truly powerful. That's really freeing, actually. You'll also have the experience of having transformational life coaching workshops. And as I said before, there's going to be videos, heavily driven, audios, podcasts, live conferences, Facebook interaction. And we're going to have 2 levels of Facebook interaction, actually, ladies. We'll have the kind of regular group, which at the moment is closed. And then we're going to have a secret group that is for those who are seriously committed. Okay, Google Hangout, and what to expect: to be encouraged every step of the way. Now, how to maximize your experience, and yes, ladies, I am actually running over, so bear with me, but how to maximize your experience. What are the benefits? Well, I could really say to you, from marketing perspective, I should give you all the list of all the things, of all the ways that belonging to this group can benefit you. I'm going to condense it down to a nutshell. What are the benefits? Benefits, what are they? They are you being able to be you. They are you being able to create the life that you say that you want to live. If it's peace, you're going to get that. If it's happiness, you're going to get that. If it's money, you're going to get that. If it's wealth, you're going to get that. If it's enrichment, spirituality, the benefits will be what you are choosing them to be. The goals, same said thing. What is it? What is it that you are wanting? What is it that you are wanting? And again, this will eventually slide into a membership group. So who are the members? Who will the members be? You. I'm looking for women who are serious. I'm looking for women who are serious about making change. And while they may have trepidation, they may even be fearful, the desire to create the life, the riches, the wealth, the health, you name it, the relationships that they want outweighs the fear. Those are the women whom I want to work with. Those are the women who I want to be with. Undesirable traits. Ladies, you heard it before. No bitching, moaning, whining, complaining, yada, yada, yada. None of that. No backbiting. This isn't a networking group. It's not a multi-level marketing group. It's not a philanthropic group. It's none of that. And again, as I have on the slides here, the membership, that's yet to come, but it is coming. And everybody who's kind of in now, you guys kind of getting where you're fitting. You guys getting. Where on Facebook, we will meet daily on Facebook. Again, at the group, pull up your big girl panties. There's also a page. How often will we meet? Daily. And it will grow from there. And guys, really and truly, there's an outline. Please make sure that you check the outline, the outline at. Hopefully, if you are seeing this, you can go to pullupyourbiggirlpanties.com and or on Facebook. Now, as I said, and I'm going to wrap this up, this group is heavily driven by video. Short videos, it will be nothing longer than 15 minutes. Well, I say that. Let me just not tell that lie. It will be longer. It will be no longer than 20 minutes. There's work to do, ladies. If you want change, you have to do the work. You just can't sit down and expect change to come. It's not going to happen. Okay? It is not going to happen. I believe if you keep doing the same thing and expecting the same results, I believe Einstein said that's the definition of insanity. So, ladies, the time is now. The time is now. You want something different? Let's do it. We're going to use a systematic approach, and it starts with you recognizing that you have power. If you don't recognize that you have this internal power base, it's going to make it a challenge to do some of the things that we're going to do. And we're starting out, as I said, the 14th of February. That's when it kicks off. Valentine's, sweet Valentine's. It kicks off then, and there's going to be a video. There's going to be a video that tells you what to do. So, Olivia, she said, expecting different results. I'm not sure, Liv, what you're saying. So go ahead and just write it for me. Go ahead and write it for me. To just write, to say what you mean. You said the same results. Okay, all right. Evidently, I must have, I was talking all over myself. So whatever I said, here's the deal, ladies. Here's the deal. You're going to have to do the work in order for you to get different results. You don't do the work, you won't get the results that you may think that you want. This is a process. It's not an easy process. It's a challenge. I don't like to use the word hard, but some of this is going to be hard. Some of this is going to be hard. Thank you. The definition of madness is doing the same thing and expecting different results. You can't do the same thing and expect different results. Thanks, Olivia. She was drawing that to my attention. So that being said, ladies, please join me on Facebook. If you have any questions, as this goes and evolves, you're going to see we're going to go deeper and deeper. This is all new for me too. Monday is Let It Go. Tuesday is Invest in You. Wednesday is What Am I Wanting? Thursday is Finding Clarity. Friday is Make It Happen. Saturday is Review, and we'll be going deeper into this. And Sunday is Do Something Inspiring. You do something inspiring. Don't go to find something inspiring. You do something inspiring. We will also be looking at things like once a month, getting to vent. Okay, venting is something that isn't really in this paradigm, but I do recognize that sometimes you need to empty out so you can fill back up with things that are good and wholesome. We're going to be talking about relationships. We're going to be talking about relationships. We're going to be talking about menopause. We're going to be talking about health. We're going to talk and things like weight. There are some serious misnomers out there about people, about your weight and dieting. Things that are holding people in bondage. Things that people don't even realize. But the people who actually peddle stuff to us about weight, they do, they know, and they're using you and your emotional insecurities. We're going to be talking about marriage. We're going to be talking about, if I didn't say menopause, I think I did menopause, all the things that go with it. You know, things like vaginal dryness, skin sagging, things that actually impact how we make our choices in life. We're going to be hitting all these areas. Money, how to make it. And for you, the best way to make it. Are you in a paradigm that really doesn't suit you? You know, are you living somebody else's dream for you? All these sort of things, ladies, we're going to be looking at it because the time is now. So, ladies, if you want something different, pull up your big girl panties and let's get it on. I'll just say this. One of my clients, one of my younger clients came to see me. And I know I said this on the radio, I think on Wednesday. That's the other thing. We're going to be having a radio show that is just totally for pull up your big girl panties. That's another thing. A podcast, radio podcast that is just for pull up your big girl panties. And she had come to see me and she was a little down about what was going on at work. And she came in and I said to her, well, where are your panties? And she said, well, they're around my knees. And I was like, oh, that's not good. You can't walk, can't run. So after we spoke and did a little coaching, and even in that paradigm, I was allowing her to coach herself. She got it. She came out, and I said to her, where are your panties now? She goes, I pulled my panties up. Yay! I pulled my panties up. I'm ready to go. And so for me, that was really, 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 really heartening to see. So ladies, thank you. I have gone way over time. I really hope that this has given you a bigger picture of what it is that we are doing, because we're doing you. That's what we're doing. So, ladies, pull up your big girl panties. Our tagline is don't get them twisted. When you hear me say don't get them twisted, you know that I'm coming at you in a certain direction. So, ladies, thank you for taking the time to be a part of this webinar. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you on this journey as we both succeed. And as I have here, hey, ladies, let's interact on Facebook. And remember, the only way change is going to happen in your life is for you to actively do something. So pull them up, ladies. Pull up your big girl panties. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborn. And until I see you on Facebook, let's kick it off Monday. You'll get the information for the 14th about the first video workshop that's going to teach you how to see your energy. I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborn. Thank you so much. Email me, call me. I'll see you on Facebook. Peace out. Peace.